From the warmth of Thanksgiving to the foxholes of the 1940s, we cover a lot of ground on this show. Hey troops, I'm your host Brian Rollins, and this is episode 149 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. This week, by popular demand, we're diving into World War II. Longtime fans will remember our World War I episode back in our first season. It's been a lot of episodes since then, so it's time to hit the granddaddy of all wars. As always, it's 3 rounds, 10 questions each. I ask the question, you get a timer, then we see if you got it right. I think that covers the preliminaries, so let's get started with the Dorky round. Number 1. The Pearl Harbor Memorial sits atop what U.S. battleship? The USS Arizona. Number 2. Who was the U.S. president at the start of World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Number 3. What future British monarch worked as a driver and mechanic during World War II? Queen Elizabeth II, then Princess Elizabeth. Number 4. In April 1942, the U.S. launched the Doolittle Raid to attack what capital city? Tokyo, Japan. Number 5. Actor George Takei, along with other Americans of Asian descent, were rounded up and sent where during World War II? Internment camps. Although it was an executive order, it was a violation of their constitutional rights. Number 6. What general led the French resistance and was later elected president in 1959? Charles de Gaulle. Number 7. At the end of World War II, Dwight Eisenhower held what rank? Five-star general, also known as General of the Army. Number 8. What was the first Japanese city hit with an atomic bomb? Hiroshima. Number 9. What American animator created propaganda films for the U.S. military, including Education for Death, Commando Duck, and Donald Gets Drafted? Walt Disney. Number 10. Germany invaded what country on September 1st, 1939? Poland. The Geeky round. Number 1. Joe Rosenthal took a Pulitzer Prize-winning photograph of the flag raising on what island? Iwo Jima. Number 2. What was the code name for the D-Day invasion? Operation Overlord. Number 3. What Star Trek star lost a finger during the invasion of Normandy? James Doohan. He hid that hand during shooting, and only rarely can you see the missing digit. Number 4. In June 1940, 330,000 Allied troops were evacuated from what French port? Dunkirk. Number 5. What was the second Japanese city to be hit with a nuclear bomb? Nagasaki. Number 6. What national leader styled himself Il Duce, or the leader? Benito Mussolini. Number 7. Western leaders met in what Crimean city to discuss post-war Europe? Yalta. Number 8. The iconic Rosie the Riveter poster was created by what artist? Norman Rockwell. Number 9. Though known for his leading of Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler is not a native German. He was born in what country? He was born in Austro-Hungary, or what is now known as Austria. Number 10. In millions, how many Jews were killed in Nazi concentration camps? While the exact numbers are impossible to determine, approximately 6 million Jews were killed. That's the equivalent of the entire population of Missouri. 'Tis the season to be podcasting. Stay inside with a warm beverage and a hot microphone. If you're interested, Spotify can help you out. They've got a platform that lets you make one, distribute it, and earn money, all in one place, for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or computer. So you've already got the equipment necessary to start recording today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, Apple, Google, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify. And when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&A and polls are an excellent way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Best of all, it's completely free. I switched Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy over to Spotify for Podcasters, and I haven't regretted it. The analytics are fantastic, and the new tools for hosting and updating the feed are way more than I could do self-hosting. Now, it's your turn. Head to podcasters.spotify.com and read all about it. Then let me know what you're podcasting all about. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Which offensive claimed the most American lives during World War II? The Battle of the Bulge. Number 2. What were the code names for the 2 atomic bombs dropped on Japan? Fat Man and Little Boy. Number 3. What president's son fought during the invasion of Normandy? Theodore Roosevelt Jr., who survived the invasion but died a month later from a heart attack. Number 4. Which World War II head of state lived the longest after the war ended? Emperor Hirohito of Japan. He died in 1989. Number 5. Japan invaded what region of China in 1931? Manchuria. Number 6. What 4-star general was buried in Luxembourg in December 1945? George S. Patton. He died following a car accident after the war was over. Number 7. What prime minister declared he had achieved peace for our time with the Munich Agreement in 1938? Neville Chamberlain. Number 8. At the start of the war, what was Winston Churchill's position? First Lord of the Admiralty. Number 9. The German Aggregate 4 was known as what to the Allies? The V-2 rocket. Number 10. When cola syrup was cut off from Axis countries, Coca-Cola created what soft drink to sell in Germany? Fanta. And that's our show for this week. I'm sure you history nerds had a blast. For the rest of you, well, let's hope you learned something. We'll be back again next week with another 30 questions. Here's your clue. What fantasy novel was first published on September 21st, 1937? I hope to see you back here for another show. A little reminder that our shop is open and waiting for you. Check out dorkygeekynerdy.com/shop to find t-shirts and more. Order soon to get your stuff before Christmas, okay? This has been episode 149 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Rollins. The music has been by Jason Shaw at audionautics.com. Thanks for listening and keep your head down out there.